Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to Simulation for the Nation, and welcome as always to Oakfield Farm, where today we're getting out into some of the spring, into some of the winter barley, and we're going to get this, we're going to put a little bit of extra, give this all a little bit of extra boost really. We've got some herbicide in here. We're going to kind of control the direction in which this crop is growing. Like I said here, we've got a crop of winter barley that we're just going to put a tickle of T1 into here. So this is going to, effectively this is going to keep it and encourage it to grow a bit faster, a bit stronger, but it's also going to prevent any unnecessary unwanted weeds coming through here as well. So that is our aim for this morning, whilst it's a little bit dry and calm. We are due rain in the coming week, so we haven't got much time in which we can do this. So we're going to push on and try and get a couple of fields knocked out today, at least keep us ahead. But before we go any further, we're just going to have a look outside. There is a section of this field that we had to re-drill. You can see where it is here. It's the headlands here that when we drilled this last winter, it was especially wet, really wet. So it didn't really take, unfortunately. We had to re-drill it. So it's coming along now, it's re-established. It's going to be very slow. But yeah, hopefully by giving it this treatment today, it should help us really kick on a little bit. But other than that, it's not looking like a too bad a crop of barley actually. As we take a walk through the middle of it, you can see it's quite thick, quite even looking. Really kicking into its next stage of growth here as well, which is fantastic news. So what we'll do is we're going to keep cracking along. We've got the coon on the back of the John Deere today. It's all set up, it's all calibrated, ready to go. We even put the slightly narrowed tyres onto the John Deere, rather than the slightly wider flotation tyres. These ones are the kind of regular, smaller default tyres. So we'll crack on really with this. I think we'll see how we get on. Let's just jump back into the cab. We'll just get our doors shut. There we go. Bring the wheel back down. Lovely stuff. And let's just get this unfolded, I think. Turn my beacons off. Something very majestic about watching the sprayer unfold. It really is. As long as we're not going to hit anything, we're looking okay. Okay. Alright then we'll take our first, take off the headland here, have our first cruise round. This field is not the biggest, it shouldn't take us too long. If you recall, this was recently sugar beet last year, then we took the field over. We re-drilled it. We ploughed it over first, worked the land down because it was quite heavy and very compacted. And then yeah, we re-drilled it in the winter. Perfect. Okay, onwards. The boom's a little bit high there perhaps for the crop that is growing through, but it'll catch up. I'm not too concerned. The rest of it is looking good. So how have we all been? Welcome back to Oakfield Farm. We haven't been here quite as much as perhaps we'd like to be, but nonetheless we are pushing hard now to really ramp up our spring work. The grassland has all had at least one application of fertilizer, so that's growing hard. It's getting some combination of some rain showers and good sunny days, so that's great grass growing weather. So I'm very happy about that. Elsewhere, like I say, we are pushing through with our spring cultivation work now. David is still up on the hill, finishing off a bit of ground up there. Once he gets that finished, we should then we're going to hook the drill onto the back of the fence this year, I think. See how it goes in this slightly wetter weather. Primarily because it's not a power issue or anything like that. It's an issue with grip and displacement, really. So with the fence, we have the ability to change the tire pressures on the fly. So if we get into ground that's too wet or too sticky, we have the ability to kind of adapt to that. So that's what we're going to be looking to do. Now in the corner here we have a ryegrass game crop. You may recall that was going to be maize, but we opted to go for rye. See how that one works out. So it's like a wild bird feed crop really, not too big. Acts as a little bit of cover for them as well, so we'll have to swing around and avoid that one, but it's coming through very well, very nicely actually. I'm very happy with that. Excellent, this is all coming along swimmingly. So yeah, as you can see, the game crop in the corner is a little bit higher. We are just going to kind of poke our nose into here a touch, but this is where it gets a little tricky. I have to watch out the boom on the spray. That's just done there. Never the easiest, but we'll try and get it all covered. That looks good. Perfect. So yeah, we'll swing up and around the edge of the cover crop here. So what we might actually do is, well, we'll just have a quick stop, turn off the spray, and we're going to have a quick look at it to see how it's coming along here, see what we can see growing in there. So as you can see, there's a very easy demarcation line here. On our right we have our wheat, our barley, beg your pardon. On our left we have our rye. So this is the ryegrass crop we're growing. We're going to leave this. This will grow to probably 2-3 times the height of it at the moment, kind of up to my waist here. And so we'll leave this to do exactly that there, and then I'll play all the seeds that grow into the grass will just be left to fall down, and all the wild birds can eat that. And like I said, also as it's starting to get a bit thicker, as you can see, it will start to provide a little bit of coverage for them, really, just to keep them safe whilst they're growing up. But yeah, so that's what we have there, and we'll jump back in the tractor and we'll get going. Alright, and folks, we're just cracking on the backside of this headland here. It shouldn't be too long before we get this finished, and then it's just the rows and we should be good to go. Elsewhere on the farm at the moment, there's been a few different little changes. No more machinery changes, I should point that out. Everything is nice and stable for now. We won't be looking to change anything until probably next winter now, I should think. But that's all well and good. We unfortunately are making some personnel changes. Just last week, Barry has left us. Barry has been a long servant here on the farm actually, and I think he'd been here for about 27-28 years, and he and his wife had always been very settled in the area, but this time they've decided to make a move. They're moving closer to be with some of their family, and Barry has got himself a job kind of the same sort of line, kind of as the farm foreman down there. So I was a bit powerless really, can't really do anything about that. You know, if he wants to be closer to his family, that's fully understandable. So we wish him all the best, and he parts on nothing but good company. But we are looking for a new farm foreman, so we'll have to. I've got a couple of people in mind who we'll have to have a chat with. But unfortunately, at the moment, yeah, we are a bit light-handed. It's coming the time of year when we're managing. We don't have as much spring work to be doing this year, which is a huge relief, because otherwise we could have been really stuck. We'll just crack on up here. So yeah, that is one relatively good piece of news, but it's never nice to lose a good worker. Never nice. So we need to think about what we're going to do there, and we'll have to see. But fortunately, I have David. David's learning the ropes very quickly, and he is busy at the moment. He's just gone back down to the yard actually in the New Holland. So when I get this field finished up, we're going to go and have a quick chat with him and see what we can get worked out. We might just both go up and jump into a new field and get that work down. I think will be the best solution for us. And so yeah, we need to go and think about that one. But yeah, a little bit sad, a bit of an end of an era really. Barry has been there for a long time, helping me out. I'd certainly be lost without him, but there we go. That is life. Life keeps moving. So we will crack up with this, and then we will see what trouble we can get ourselves into in just a little bit. Alright, and just like that we're heading back on up to the yard here where we're going to try and get a little bit of drilling done, I think. Should be good enough. We haven't got too big a field to run at here, about 18 acres, so it shouldn't take us too long. But we'll see if we can get a little bit of extra spring barley drilled. I made the decision we were going to spread some muck onto there and then plough it in. We just haven't got enough to cover the field at the moment, so we're going to leave a little bit of the field so we can get the muck spread on there at a later date. So we can still keep stockpiling up there. So we'll do that, but for now at least we can go in and we can try and get some spring barley drilled. Look at that for a setup, isn't that magnificent? Perfect stuff. We'll get this JCB pulled out of the way. And we'll just sling it over here out of the way for now, because we'll be back for this shortly, I would imagine. That's ideal. And we'll go and, like I say, we'll go and chase up David, see how he's getting on. That's perfect. Never been drilling in this vent before, so it'd be a nice change. No doubt we should be able to absolutely soar along with this. Around the corner we go there, that's lovely stuff. So like I say, we do have variable pressure available for us on the tyres of all four wheels in this tractor. We are keeping it standard right now, though. We'll see how the ground condition goes as we get in there. There's a few slightly wetter spots in the field that I'm aware of, but we should be alright. Fingers crossed, at least. But like I say, we'll head on up there. We can only try it. If we don't get it drilled in today, then it's going to be a few days, so it'd be nice if we can get this in the ground. And everything else is starting to come through. It's got a... yeah, barley there's got a good hit. It's got a good even coverage to it and nice thick looking crop there, so I'm happy with that. And David's already flying in here. Lovely news. Gently through the gate. Perfect. So as you can see there, we have a small amount of muck here. Not a great deal though, so we are going to look to try and get a little bit more in. So David's left a bit of a wide berth here because we're going to edge the headlands are probably going to come up to about where the horse box is there, really, I would say. So it's going to leave quite a bit of space so we can get in and out and drop a little bit more off when we have to. Alright then. What I'm going to do is slowly work my way down to the bottom corner of the field where we'll get a start. And like I say, David's working his way through there very nicely, so we'll see if we'll slowly catch him up. He's looking very good there. I believe this is my starting point here. We'll go, no, so the first, when you start like this, the first few passes are always a little bit fiddly, a lot of stop and starts, but we'll get into the main runs out very soon. Looks like there's a bit of trash on the top there, but not to worry, we'll catch that. There we go, that's looking a bit better. And then we'll just snip on up to the top here. So we will keep pushing ourselves through here. We'll see how much we can get done. I'm hoping that we can really cover some ground, get the majority of this field done before the rain comes in today. That'd be ideal, really give us a good fight in the start. But you never know. Yeah, I might have to come back through and work off some of that trash there, but we'll see how it goes. But David is working his way through there. I will play catch up. We will get this field drilled, get this barley in the ground, and we should be really laughing now. After this field, we've got one over the hedge line to do over there, and then we've got one we're working on the hillside to put in. And then the rest of them are looking good, actually. Looking very good. So, very happy with how we're progressing. Very, as long as we get some good weather, I'm fully confident that we should be fine. Everything should come through nicely, but we'll just have to wait and see, really. The good weather is the ever-burning question here, really. So until next time, we will keep pushing through. We'll give you a bit of an update as to how we finish up here in the coming few days and weeks, but for now we're going to keep pushing on to get this field finished, and we will see you in the next episode. So thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to drop a comment down below, and also hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't enjoyed it, hit that thumbs down, of course. And yeah, do let me know where you're watching from and what you're getting up to in the world of Farming Simulator as well. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching from me here at Oakfield Farm and David over there in his tractor. And we will see you in the next one. So do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, as always, happy farming.